An East Central student is speaking out after he says school administrators told him he could not fly the American flag from his truck on school property, just to change their minds the very next day.
Wherever 17-year-old Cameron Blazek goes, so does Old Glory.
The flag itself represents this country, this beautiful country that we live in.
He fastened the flag to his truck this summer.
It's very strongly secured in there. I mean, you can't pull that out if you tried.
And he says he's been flying this American flag behind his truck the entire school year without any problems, until this Thursday, when Blazek says he was called into the principal's office.
The school came to me and told me, hey, you got to remove this flag, otherwise you're getting written up for insubordination. And I kind of just told them straight up from the get-go, I said, it's not going to happen. I read them their own handbook, and I read them all their guidelines, and I read them Indiana state laws, and everything that shows them that I'm perfectly legal and fine to fly that flag.
Word began spreading around East Central High School, and come Friday, Blazek says when he pulled into the school parking lot, he was met by several American flags flying behind cars and a show of support by his classmates.
I was kind of shocked when I pulled in the school parking lot, and I'm like, holy cow, I'm like, everybody there's got flags. I mean, I wasn't expecting any of that, but I thought it was pretty cool seeing everybody come together like that.
On Friday, East Central High School's principal, Tom Black, released this statement, which reads in part, quote, after careful consideration and in recognition of the importance of the U.S. flag as a symbol of unity and national identity, I am pleased to inform you that we are allowing the display of the U.S. flag by students in the East Central High School parking lot. Blazek's family tells me they've heard rumors that the Sunman-Dearborn Community School District may implement a new rule for next school year that would not allow students to display the U.S. flag from their vehicles while on school grounds. I made multiple attempts to speak with the district, leaving messages with Principal Black and with the district superintendent, Andrew Jackson, to see if the district has any plans to implement such a rule next school year, as well as clarification as to why Blazek was told to remove the flag just for school officials to change their mind the next day. But I haven't heard back. As for Blazek, he says he hopes future students stand up for what they believe is right.
I was always taught never to back down on a situation that you believe in. That's just the way I was raised. My family raised me that way, and I'm very grateful for it.
Christopher Hartless says he is just exercising his First Amendment rights by flying this flag.
My family fought for America, and I feel like I should be able to represent the flags that they fought for.
His stepmom, Christina Kingery, says last Wednesday, Hartless went to school with the flags mounted on his truck. School administration told him he needed to take them down because it was a distraction.
I don't understand how it's distracting if they have one on the flagpole that every other student can see.
Hartless refused to take the flags down.
Like I told my son, is if this is what he's believing in, me and his dad are both going to stand behind him all the way till the end of it.
About 10 minutes into first period today, Hartless says he was told he needed to take them down again. The school also revoked his parking pass. Kingery doesn't want him to have to ride the bus, so they're going to homeschool him.
Or if they're willing to change and let kids want to fly the American flag, then I'll put him back in Stanton River. But until then, he possibly put him back in Stanton River. But if they don't, then I'm going to continue to let him fly his flags.
I reached out to the school system asking for an interview, but I was told no one was available. And I asked whether small American flags are allowed and if American flag stickers are allowed. I was told, in part, students are certainly welcome to have small American flags or stickers of the American flag on their cars.
Was it a hate crime or a freedom crime?
It was literally just two grown men, my principals, in there with me. It just felt disgusting.
On December 6th, 18-year-old Liberty County High School senior Brooklyn Daniels was given a choice, a day of in-school suspension or 2 licks with a paddle.
And here's where it gets worse. Brooklyn's mom had already signed this form opting out of corporal punishment.
She says she was punished over a misunderstanding.
I got in trouble because we have beta doors, which is like the honor society, and we decorate doors and stuff for holidays.
Daniel's friend, who is not in Beta Club, helped Brooklyn decorate the door. The substitute teacher thought Daniels lied about the friend so they could miss some of their class.
The substitute was mad at me because she said I had lied to her face, even though I misunderstood anything that she was saying.
That was on November 26th. Daniel says the principal, Eric Willis, didn't address the incident until a week later when she was given 2 options.
Your 2 punishments are either in-school suspension, ISS, or, in my case, licks, which that's corporal punishment.
In-school suspension wasn't an option because Daniels couldn't miss work or college credit classes at Chipola College. She reluctantly chose corporal punishment.
Mr. Tim proceeds to grab the, I've never seen a paddle like this, but it's a gigantic, wooden paddle. And Mr. Willis closes the door. I had to bend over the desk, and then he hit me twice, and it stung so bad.
No female staff member was present to witness the punishment.
I couldn't do anything other than just take the corporal punishment, which they both seem excited to be happening.
Brooklyn, describe what happened step by step, because you describe it as feeling almost like a sexual assault.
Yes, sir. So both of them, once they finally got me to agree to the corporal punishment, they did not tell me how it was. They immediately, 3 seconds later, after I finally was just like, okay, fine, right? So 3 seconds later, they take me out of one of the principal's classrooms, take me to, or not classrooms, but offices, takes me out of there, takes me to the other principal's office, shuts the door, and then proceeds to tell me, you know what to do, bend over the desk. Where they took and grabbed a paddle and spanked me 2 times. Taking their time on the first one, they hit me once, took a minute, then basically mocked it almost. It was like they were just laughing about it, like a ha-ha, we finally got to do that kind of way. It was disgusting and just disturbing about how long they took to do the second lick. Mind you, I'm in blue jeans and a t-shirt, bent over a desk with my hands on the desk. And then once I finally did the second hit, maybe 2 minutes after they did the first one, they opened the door. I couldn't look either of them in the eyes. Shocked and hurt, and I just had tears in my eyes, and I just walked to look at them. I just walked out and called my mom because I just couldn't believe what had just happened.
She says Principal Willis didn't take her concerns seriously.
He basically poked fun of me by saying my faculty and staff laugh at how softly I swing a paddle.
I'm going, oh God.